Good afternoon, Colin here with Techout, and today we are going to be unboxing the Anker Solix C200 DC. I picked this up on Amazon. It runs about $109 right now. Link will be in the description if you guys want to pick one up. But I don't know. I have this thing for power banks. I have like, I don't know, probably 3 of them. And Anker's my favorite power bank brand. I really like the features that they have and the app functionality and all that kind of stuff that they offer. So I really like how they work and stuff like that. And I figured for $109, this thing is pretty powerful. It's 60,000 milliamp hours. And it looks like we have a box in a box here. We'll get rid of that one. And we'll take this one out. So, yeah, 60,000 milliamp hours, 5 outlets. Now, this is the DC model, so it's only got USB-C and USB-A on it. They do make an AC model that offers some actual AC outlets on it. I didn't need something that big. They also make a C200 version of this where it has a car 12-volt outlet on it and a bigger battery. But again, I was looking for more staying in like the portable range. I mean, the other ones are portable, obviously, but, you know, lighter weight, stuff like that. 100 watt solar input. I don't have any solar panels. I won't be using that, at least for the foreseeable future. Fast 140 watt charging and recharging. So it does have 140 watts out. And then I believe, we'll check the other ports, but it has the LiFePO 4 battery in it. So it's like 3,000 some cycles, I think is what it's rated for, something like that. And then, like I said, you can recharge it via solar at 100 watts or USB-C at 140 watts. The ports are 140 watts, 100 watts, 15 watts, and 12 watts for the USB-A. Now, it's 200 watts max, so the 200 watt or the 140 watt port and the 100 watt port together are going to, you know, equal that out. It's not going to go above that. But really good for charging tablets and stuff like that if you're traveling, you know, hiking, backpacking, camping, that kind of stuff, and you're going to be gone for a few days. This is going to give you plenty of charges on your phone, your camera, your drone, maybe power some lights or something. You know, whatever you can plug into it via USB-C, this thing can do. There is something in here. They put the little USB cable in this big top box. And this is the 140 watt compatible cable. So they do give you a 140 watt cable. They don't give you any kind of wall charger, so you are going to need a USB power source, a USB-C power source. Obviously, 140 watts is going to be your best bet, or it's going to take quite a while to charge. Have the quick start guide right here. And then we have your warranty card, which is bigger than the quick start guide. That just details your warranty in a bunch of different languages. But it does have a 3-year warranty, which is nice. Like I said, this battery is supposed to last quite a while. Here is the actual user guide right here. You know, the QR code on there. You can go to the Anker website. It'll give you all the details and stuff like that. So you guys can scan that if you want to and check it out. Have another little cardboard insert just to keep it from moving around. And I don't know if this bag's open. There we go. Nothing else in the box, so we're going to send that over there. Here we go. It's not that heavy. I want to say it's like 9 pounds, I think is what the spec said. Has this easy carry handle, which I think you can remove, I believe. I don't know. I don't remember how it comes off exactly. These also open up right here if you want to attach like another kind of strap to it, something for like a backpack, but it does have this carry handle right here. That's pretty nice. We have some ventilation here. Nothing on the back. This one does not have a fan because it's not an inverter or anything like that. It's just the power bank. So we're gonna go ahead. We'll take the little plastic thing off here first on the screen. Okay, or not. I feel like that didn't do it. Okay, yeah, that didn't do anything. There we go. All right, so this does work with the mobile app. So we'll go ahead and pull out my phone real quick. And I'm just going to sign in real quick here. We're going to turn this on. Okay, so you don't have to plug it in or anything to get it to turn on. We have a flashing light here and a flashing phone icon here, so it looks like we are in pairing mode or trying to connect to the app. So I'm going to go ahead and get signed into the app. Let's see, and let me just sign in real quick because one thing that I hate about the Anker app is you can only sign in to one device at a time. So like I have this app on my iPhone, my Samsung, and my tablet, and whenever I sign out of one device and sign into the other, it makes me re-log in on the other device, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. I don't know why you can't be signed in on multiple devices, but we're signed in now. I'm just going to go ahead and screen record this. So you guys can see it here. So we have my Anker 250 watt prime charger, which is my other one. And then we're going to go ahead and add a device. It should come up pretty quickly. It looks like we exited the pairing mode. We'll turn that back on there. It is flashing again. So one device is detected. We have the Solix C200 DC right here. So we'll go ahead and click add. You can see they both turn solid. And we'll go ahead and we'll connect it to the Wi-Fi. That is fine. Actually, okay. IoT network that I use for stuff like this. Might not even be the right password. I'm not sure. It is cool that it has Wi-Fi though, because you can connect to it from, if it's at home or something, charging plugged in, you can connect to it anywhere. That was apparently the right password. So you can see the battery and the temperature there. You can turn the screen on and off, which is cool because you can leave this on and then actually separately control the screen itself. I think you can just tap the button too and turn it on. But so you can leave the device on. You can leave it on indefinitely or have a timeout. So we can see here that if the device is not being charged or discharged, it will enter sleep mode and shut down after a set time. To exit sleep mode, charge or recharge the discharge the device, plus the device button, or use the app. So we don't really need it to ever turn off because it's just going to be it's either going to be plugged in or it's going to be, I'm going to turn it off manually. We're just going to put the screen on high there. You can see the different brightnesses and stuff like that. Let me get you guys a little bit closer here so you can see what it's doing. Screen timeout. You can't put it on never, unfortunately, but we'll put it on 30 minutes. Temperature is in Fahrenheit. Firmware upgrade, we'll go ahead and check for any updates right now, and it is on the latest version. You can restore the settings via the manual, change the name, connect to the Wi-Fi, or change the Wi-Fi rather. So there's really not too much that you can do. Like I said, you can turn the screen on and off. I guess the timeout's not really a big deal if you're just going to be using it like that. We'll go ahead and plug my phone into it real quick. We'll use so the top port is 15 watts, 100 watts, and then 140 watts. We don't need 140 watts for my phone, so I'm just going to go ahead and plug it in to the middle one right there, and you can see it light up in the app. The screen came back on. We did get a little USB-C status symbol up there. It says out, and it's got the wattage right here and the time remaining right here. So we're pulling 30 watts, and that's going to give us 5.2 hours remaining. You can also see that in the app. So 5 hours, 18 minutes, battery percentage right there, temperature, total output, and then you can see it per port right there. And you can also see the solar, USB-A ports, all that kind of stuff. If it's green, it's an input. If it's blue, it's an output. So really nice to see that you can see all that kind of stuff. We'll turn that off. Obviously, you can see turning off the screen doesn't really affect the the time or anything. Now, one thing I noticed is you can't power off the device from the app. So let's unplug it real quick and see what kind of... So you can turn the screen on and off, but if you hold this, you can see it completely powers down the device. Now, does that disconnect it from the app, or does that just turn it off there, or put it to sleep, rather? Now it looks like it still thinks something's plugged in, and we have lost control of it. So it looks like that is fully powering it off, and then so you have to have it actually on or in sleep mode. As you can see here, it's reconnecting again. And it just reconnected. And now we have control of it again. So it looks like you might want to use the device timeout because you can have it time out after, a certain period of time. But it looks like it will still be, from what this says, accessible in the app. It'll enter sleep mode and shut down after a set time. To exit sleep mode, charge or discharge, press the device button, or use the Anker app. So I'll have to play around with that and see if that's going to totally make it lose connection or not. Because I would like this to be kind of just connected to the Wi-Fi at all times and ready to go. And I can see the status of it and that kind of stuff. So that is where we're at with that. But that is pretty cool. Nice little unit here. And like I said, only $109. So you get a lot of power for the price. Compared to what you get with like one of the smaller power banks, it's going to run you about the same price. So pretty cool. Like I said, 60,000 milliamp hours on this guy. So you can get a few. I think it's like 3 laptop charges. Of course, that's going to vary depending on the size of your laptop and stuff like that, and all that kind of stuff. But very, very nice little unit here. Go ahead and put the screen back to sleep, and you can use that button right there to disconnect the connection from the Wi-Fi or your Bluetooth if you want to. But there we go. Hook that to a bag or something, carry it with you. I'll probably keep it in my backpack, carry it with me in my car. Like I said, it's not all that heavy, but it is going to be a little bit heavier than a regular power bank. I'm Colin with Techout. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and as always, have a great day.